Hi, my name is Healey, and I'm interviewing Rachel Talbot, the director of Miss Spanish Fork and the business owner of Legend. Legend. I knew I was going to say that wrong. But tell me about you. Where did you grow up? And
I grew up on 5 acres in Linden, Utah, so not very far away from here, similar to Spanish Fork.
Oh, that's fun. So when was what was the first age you competed in any pageant?
So I was a tomboy, and I still a little bit growing up. So I played football and basketball and ran track and did all of those things. And at the age of 12, we had a pageant. It was called Little Miss Linden. And you performed a talent, and you did a little party dress and had an interview and community service project. And that was the very first pageant that I ever competed in. And it was a great experience, and so I continued on.
Oh, so did you, when you got older, did you compete in, your area's Miss,
Yes. So I started that. I did that for 2 years. The first year I didn't win anything, and it was just a really great experience. And then the second year I went back and won an attendantship, and then continued on through junior high and high school. And once I reached 17, then I was able to compete for Miss Pleasant Grove, and I went on and won first attendant there. Then started college and won Miss UVU, and went to Miss Utah after that and won swimsuit and evening gown. So that's my pageant career in a small walnut shop.
Well, then tell me, how did you get involved with Miss Spanish Fork? How did you become the director for that?
I think a lot of girls that are connected to pageants, if it's done the right way, they're introduced to the service aspect of pageantry, which is where you're helping others, and that's one of the things that I found most important when I was growing up and competing. My platform dealt with special needs and special education, and so I found a true love for that, and that's why I wanted to continue on. Once I was married and I had a daughter at the age of 6 months, we moved here to Spanish Fork, and I had the opportunity to start helping with Miss Spanish Fork, and that's where it all began.
Oh, so you didn't automatically become the director. Did you have to work your way up there?
No, first I worked as a coach and helping with the hostessing, and then after that I also worked on the Miss Provo board before I moved to Spanish Fork, and on the Miss UVU board before coming here, and so I had already worked on some other boards. After that, being a hostess here, then I started just serving in different capacities. Carrie Misservy became the director, and I was underneath her. And then her life got busy with kids, as it usually does. And so we switched roles, and she went and started working more and more with her kids and taking care of their needs. And I moved into the directorship.
And so, you have 3 girls, and you were planning on...
Yes.
I think that's awesome. That's how many give me one number how many pageants you've done since you began to when you stopped.
Me or directing?
You.
Okay, so me, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, including Miss Utah.
Yes.
So that'd be 6.
6. And then how many have you directed by
Oh, I've been the director, I believe, for the past 8, 9 years. I really of stopped counting because it makes me feel older than I want to be. And so.
Well, that's awesome. What would be the best trait you got from all these pageants that you use in all your daily lives?
Interviewing skills. After I competed in Miss Pleasant Grove and in Little Miss Linden, I started learning the art of being able to communicate with others. And after I graduated from high school, I never had a problem getting a job, and I attribute that to pageantry.
Oh, so that's probably your best thing that you got.
Yeah, there were a lot of other things. The service hours, that's fantastic too. But as far as every single day skills, I would say interviewing.
That's awesome. Okay. What would you tell a girl that, let's say they're standing right in front of you and they wanted to do Miss Spanish Fork? What were the 3 top reasons they should do it?
The service aspect of it, I think, is absolutely incredible. The scholarship, I have over $10,000 that I'm able to divvy up between the contestants for Miss Spanish Fork, which is great for schooling. And I would say just the chance that you get to learn and grow and develop yourself. It's not very often that you get to invest amount of time and energy into yourself and perfect yourself, and I think that that's what it does. It not only helps you in all sorts of different areas, your talents, your interviewing, but it gives you time to, it's a little college education in yourself, I like to say.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I just want to thank you for letting me interview you today. It's been awesome, and thank you so much.
Bye.